Greetings, captains. I am Wizard, and today I want to show you how to be excellent in ship combat in Starfield. This will be the first video that I've done in this way, where I'm recording my voiceover real time while I'm capturing the footage. Up until now, I haven't had the proper setup to do something like this, but now that I do, I would like to fulfill my promise that I've made to some of my viewers in bringing you guys a comprehensive combat tutorial slash training type of video. I'm going to include everything that I think can help you guys, but of course I may miss a few things here and there. I don't script any of my work. So the first thing we're going to do is overhaul the Omen, as you see on screen, which is still the same exact ship as I showed you guys all in the vanilla build guide. But we're going to turn this into the Bad Omen. And the only mod you need to accomplish what I'm about to show you is the DarkStar Astroneering mod. It's excellent, and I highly recommend it. It's very user-friendly and very well thought out by Wykkyd Gaming. I recommend you go and check out his channel, which will be linked in the description of this video. So let's land this ship where I have my first DarkStar Terminus built at my new Denebola 1B outpost location. If you watched the Krakatoa build guide, in that video I covered some of the details of the DarkStar Astroneering mod and all the things that are included with it. So please check that out if you want some more details. But definitely go and check out RL Parker's gaming channel for a complete breakdown of this mod and everything that it does. So let's get into our DarkStar shipbuilding console and build an enhanced ship. Before I get to modifying the stats entirely on the Omen, here's a quick overview of where the ship is at currently. And a quick disclaimer, my shield has been mysteriously buffed thanks to a bug in the game that I can't pin down. Sometimes it goes the other way and actually nerfs your shield pretty significantly, so I got lucky with this one. But regardless of that, I'm changing the shield to something far superior to what we have available in the vanilla game. And again, the DarkStar Astroneering mod is the only one that you will need to do the same things I do before I show you the combat. So entering the shipbuilder, pretty similar to the Krakatoa build, I'm going to replace the reactor and the engines, as well as the shield. And in this case, just to show you guys what's possible with just the DarkStar mod, I'm not going to change my weapons at all. I'm going to retain the in-game maximum limits for weapons attached. Sheesh. Pardon me for my flub ups here. This is my first time doing this. I guess you could say I'm kind of practicing for streaming. So first thing, of course, is our reactor. And if you didn't know already from either the Krakatoa or being familiar with the DarkStar mod, we have A, B, and C class reactors, and you get to choose which 3D model you want to use, and all the stats remain the same, as you can see on the left. So I want to match the SF-40 sheared flow because I think it really suits the look of this ship very well. And just like in the Krakatoa, I'm going to quickly copy my colors before I delete that reactor and then apply them to the new one. These are the same 1 click from the left and 4 clicks from the left colors that I used on the Krakatoa. Now, as far as the engines go, I am not going to replace these with identically designed modules. I'm going to replace them with completely different ones, because Wykkyd has been so kind as to provide us a upgraded version of the White Dwarf 3015s that can actually give you 200 top speed. So I'm looking for those right now. I believe they're towards the bottom. Nope, I'm wrong. Let's click through and find them. There it was. So we're going to use 4 of these engines. They're basically like the DarkStar version of the White Dwarf 3015s, and you can see that our speed is going to top out at 200 base. So now let's give them some color very quickly. And I just like to look and see, because sometimes you get darker finishes depending on the actual parts. And I actually want to copy the red that I used. So let's find this guy, and we'll do the, whoops, one-click trick on the hue. So I go one click left, or sorry, right in this case, and then back to the left. And then hit A to accept it, and that saves the color. So now let's go ahead and get these colors reapplied. This is where I want the red to be, so that's going to go there. But it looks like I need to brighten it up some, so going to start with that. Looks pretty, let's go slightly darker. That looks better. Okay. So if you want to duplicate this red, we are $25 clicks from the right on saturation. And 21 clicks from the left on brightness. There we go. Hue is all the way to the left. And then let's check. Color 3 was not changed, so we're going to do the dark black on that one. Okay. There's our engine painted. We're going to directly replace each of the previous engines exactly where they were, just like that. So that's already a pretty big performance improvement over the vanilla B-class engines. And now for our shield, in the Krakatoa build, you'll know that I used the B-class shield so that I could power all of my increased weapons that I chose to install on that one. Now for this one, since the B-class reactor only needs 9 power, I'm actually going to use the C-class on this because it uses 12 power, and since we aren't increasing the weapons that are equipped on the ship, this is going to be the best result for us for this one. So let's paint this new shield really quick. We're gonna do it like that. Put the reactor back and delete the stock shield. So you can see our hull rating has increased pretty dramatically, so has our shield rating. Now we can also increase the cargo on the ship. So I'm going to quickly do that and try to see where I can place it without ruining the way the ship looks. And effectively we've got this point that we can use, which means we can only add 2 cargo modules. So we're going to use the maximum capacity that we can get, which is the Galleon S204s. One there, and one there. So we've increased cargo marginally, but we can also add more shielded cargo, which I think will look really cool back here. So we're going to add those there. The back of the ship, I really don't want to change this. And there's not many other places that I'd be okay with adding anything else. So let's just give these some paint. I don't want to move them. Come on, man. And just like The Krakatoa, they are going to get the same color treatments. Kind of like those little bits of red there. We're going to stick with that. And those are done. So this is all I'm going to do to this ship for now. And again, everything that I did was made possible thanks to the DarkStar mod. That's the only one you need for this. And now we're going to take this ship out. And I'm going to talk you through every combat scenario that I get into. Now, these are the stats before I'm even in the ship. I would like to not use such a powerful shield. I would rather have increased the weapons, but again, I wanted to show everyone how you can directly upgrade your already built ships using DarkStar, and it's very easy and straightforward and can give you massive increases to your ship's performance. And now that I look at the red that I used on the engines, I don't like it very much. Let's quickly go back in here and change that again and match them more closely. Looks like I need saturation, but not quite that much. We're going 9 clicks from the right and 4 clicks back on brightness. So that's at 16 clicks from the left on brightness. Right there. Q again is all the way to the left. That looks better to me. That matches. All right. Now, sorry for the misdirection. There's my Bad Omen. Now let's go see what she can do. I really love the interior layout of this ship. It's very simple and easy to navigate and nice and compact. This ladder goes straight up to the bridge, and I think this may be one of my most convenient ship interior layouts that I've completed yet. Nice and easy. Okay, first thing that I want to do is make sure we have our power distributed. And the beautiful thing about doing this way is you can fully power your 5 weapon systems other than your grav drive, even if you have no crew adding to your power, as you see here, or any skills in Astrodynamics, or sorry, not Astrodynamics. I'm thinking of the DarkStar mod. Yeah, it is Astrodynamics. So even if you have, but I was talking about anitronic fusion, of course. Even if you have no points in anitronic fusion, the 60 power reactor that we chose will still completely power your main 5 weapon systems. Now in my case, I've got crew adding to my power, as well as the anitronic fusion skill, and another of my crew members has anitronic fusion as well. So I have 8 extra points of power on this ship, and they're just going to all go into the grav drive in my case. So with just DarkStar, that's the only mod I'm using. Here, look at the power I have available to me. It's absolutely insane. And just a disclaimer, the engine power pip that you see highlighted in green comes from Sam Co. But for some reason, this ship is bugged. and I do not have Samco assigned to my ship, as you can see here. So I don't know how that happened. I wish I could replicate it so you guys could do the same thing. But I shouldn't have that power pip. And now we have a shield rating of 8,000. This is going to be crazy. So if you build the Krakatoa like I did using mainly the DarkStar mod, then you'll end up with stats similar to these, albeit with a much higher hull rating to top it off. So this thing's crazy. I'm going to do a quick save and go to Serpentis, and I'm going to teach you everything that I can about ship combat, and hopefully by the end of this video you are much more comfortable and much more capable in any given scenario. So you can see that the game automatically deactivates the power to your grav drive once you're finished with your jump. That is intended. Okay. We have 2 ships that spawned. This shouldn't be too bad. One thing that I do very often is what I like to call boost canceling. You can see me doing it here just because I'm avoiding fire at this point. But all you do to boost cancel is, as soon as you hit your boost, you click and hold your thruster button, which is right bumper on a normal controller. Another thing I want to point out is the reason that I prefer having 3 pilot weapon groups is because I play on an Xbox Elite controller. I am on PC, but I just like the input style of the Xbox controller. So with the Elite controller, I'm able to use my thrusters and use all 3 of my weapon groups at the same time without taking my thumbs off the sticks. So if you are using a normal controller with no paddles, you may want to use turrets as your 3rd weapon group and equip them to your ship facing forward, just like any normal gun, and they will fire in place of you having to use the Y button, which I know would be very annoying without the paddles like I have. So what I want to do here is figure out which ship to target first. And I like to take out the lower level ships to begin with, because taking out a higher level ship obviously takes longer. And while you're trying to take them out, the other lower level ships are going to be doing as much damage as they can to you. So let's avoid the fire of that ship and go pick on the little guy first. Now I use 2 particle beam weapon groups, and they have fantastic range. So once I'm at 3,000 meters from my target, I open fire with the particle beams to drop the shields, as you just saw there. While I'm doing all of this, you can see how active I am with my movement and my thrusters. Anytime you see that pop up, I am holding that button to allow me to use my thrusters. So his shields are coming back. Definitely want to keep them downed. And now I can just open fire with all 3 weapon groups and take that ship out. Now you saw there I did have a missile lock momentarily, and I did not boost fast enough to break that lock, but as soon as you see a missile lock on your ship, you should try to boost to get that missile lock off of you temporarily. So now we can focus on the higher level. Let's work on his shield first. He's boosting, so I'm going to stop firing and let my weapons recharge. And then open fire on him again once he has stopped boosting. A quick and very useful tip is that thruster turns are much quicker than normal turns, but depending on the ship that you're flying, you may want to avoid going from full reverse like this and then trying to recover from it using your boost. This ship works very well and recovers speed quickly, but a ship like the Krakatoa takes a lot more time to recover momentum. So here I am, just playing with my food again, and he's down. Alright, let's do another fight and see what else we can get into. We have some hostile activity here. I like these because you can ambush the enemies at these locations. Find your white carrots, see how far away they are, and before they turn red, I can open fire. Now we're going to do some misdirection, let my weapons recharge a bit more, even though with this power generated, you really hardly have to wait for them to recharge. Now I also have engine systems rank 4, and what that means is when I boost, my enemies cannot even target lock me at all. They completely break targeting and have to reacquire once I finish boosting. So that's why when you see me boost, you basically see everyone stop shooting at me. It's a very useful skill, and I recommend you take that as quick as you can. Now, especially on extreme difficulty, which I am playing on, you're going to want to make use of your targeting mode as much as you can, but there are a few things to note about it. The reason why I suggest using it is because as you rank up that skill, you do more damage when you're in targeting mode. This is, of course, very useful, but the drawback to using it is that you can end up letting your ship come to a standstill while you're in targeting mode, leaving you open to more damage from other ships. And you also clearly will be completely limited to only doing damage on a single target. But let me show you how effective it is at doing damage. So we target lock, and you can choose a weapon system if you'd like, but look, he's already down. Now that doesn't work very well in big group fights, unless you have a target more singled out. But I will go and do a large group fight in a few minutes. We're going to do a few more small fights, and I'm going to keep talking through my strategies for you. Ooh. Got some debris. A good way to practice flying is to just find these asteroid or debris fields and, practice flying around them in different ways, like you're doing, like an obstacle course kind of a thing. Scrape that one. All right. Let's get to work. Sometimes you will see me open fire with my Hellfires before shields are down, and that's simply because I'm close enough and they still do great damage. So they obviously help take shields down faster, and then you just continue firing all three when shields are down. So we got our last target singled out here. And I didn't even need to use targeting mode. I would take the ship parts, but I think my cargo is still full from finding that new outpost location. Okay. I want to find a 3-stack of level 72 Starborn because I think they are the toughest ship combat encounters that the game has, regardless of your NG plus level or your difficulty or anything else, and it's because of their torpedoes. So let's see if we can find some Starborn. Boosting, switch targets. If I'm flying way too past, beyond one of my targets, I'll hit the thrusters so I can turn and continue to focus fire. You'll see me do that a lot, just like right there. Another good thing to point out is if you want to recover speed faster, I would say when you do a thruster turn, try to only turn, 90 degrees or less, and then let off on your thruster, and you'll see I basically maintain all my forward speed by doing that. So that's a really good way to change direction without having to be stuck in place while you're recovering your momentum of your ship. Okay. Come on, Starborn. List colonists. Lame. If we don't get Starborn here, I'm just going to go and find a big fight. Probably go to Deimos Star Yard. Are we getting anyone here? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We're heading straight to the Lion's Den, but I'm going to make a quick save first because I don't want to pay the bounty I'm about to get. Alright. Way over here to the Sol system. Now, this used to be one of my go-to spots for ship modules, but now that we have DarkStar Astrodynamics in the Terminus, I don't need to ever go back to Deimos Star Yard except to do stuff like this. Okay, here we are. Let's see if we can find a high-level Galbank ship to pirate to rile everybody up. Nothing. Oh yeah, there's a 38 right there. That's what we need. 16,000 credits. I want everything in your cargo hold.
Hold your fire! Just take the cargo and leave us in peace.
That's right. Good doing business with you. Didn't turn anyone hostile, though. Well, we'll keep pirating until they turn hostile, I guess.
Keep your distance. Acts of aggression will be met in kind.
I want everything in your cargo hold, too.
Alright, just don't shoot. Take what you want. Damn pirates.
Yeah, we're the scum of the settled systems. Oh yeah, my ship's still full. No worries. Why am I not getting these ships to aggro? I guess I'll go for a UC ship. No, okay.
You out of your mind or something?
Yeah.
Come and get it!
Yeah, let's do it. How long are you gonna last? Well, he boosted, so we'll do the same. Eliminate that dagger. Now, the biggest key to a big one versus however many ships fight is that you keep yourself moving at all times. Try to manage your boost bar so you can boost whenever you have a missile lock on you. Because if you're stuck without that, you'll be taking a lot of missiles. Keep boosted. I'm gonna go back towards the crowd. As long as you're doing damage and moving at all times, it's okay. Doesn't matter if you take each and every ship out that you target. It's more a game of whittling down all of your enemies slowly and being very patient and controlled. Now, as much as I can, I'm going to avoid using targeting mode, especially on these low-level ships, because it really makes you a sitting duck while you're in it. Now, thanks to the speed of these engines, my shield is hardly getting touched, but we already know we can definitely take some hits with the level of defense that I just added to the ship. So, I'm not even breaking a sweat right now. This is quite fun. I think I'm gonna switch to first person mode here. So I love seeing all the guns on this ship. Let's just pick somebody. Do some damage. Pick somebody, do some damage. Don't forget to boost cancel. That's not who I wanted to target, but that's okay. You can see me doing 90-degree thruster turns when I'm not actively engaging. If you're in the thruster and you see a missile lock, let go of your thruster and boost cancel really quick. You'll be fine. As soon as you have someone in your sights, open fire. Try to keep your direction changing. Never let them know your next move. And, you know, have fun with it, man. It's a game, and even if you do get clapped, you just go back to a previous save. Hell, that's what I'm gonna do after this fight, because this bounty's gonna be insane. Oh, I disagree. See ya. And eventually it'll start trying to fly circles around you if you're sitting kind of in the same place, which is annoying because it's hard to tell which direction you need to go to find the carrots all around your head-up display. So sometimes you just want to gain some distance and get away from the group, and then you can continue doing damage. One left. Wow. All right. He's not hostile, but I guess we'll take mercy on him. So there it is, guys. I know I really went through stuff quickly. I know the fights were fast-paced. I hope this helps you all, but if there are things that I didn't explain well enough or you would like some more guidance on, please let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to make a new video or answer your questions. If you like this style of video versus my in-depth and very well planned out builds, let me know that as well. I want to keep trying different things, and hopefully trying different things will allow me to bring you guys some more content. Maybe it will not all be to the quality of my in-depth ship builds, but again, if you enjoyed this, if this was entertaining, if this was helpful, whatever, please let me know so I can figure out whether or not I should keep trying this stuff out. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to find the Vanilla Omen build guide in my Vanilla Starship archive. I also have a Patreon set up for those of you who wish to support me more directly, and join the Discord if you haven't already. It's shaping up to be a very positive and helpful community, and we would be happy to have you join us. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.